The signal is there. Ready to break. Gates have opened, they're off. Katona missed it by a length. Thomas Magnum found itself back there as well with Madam Kisses. Magnalee the first to go, headed though by Bopping Blue burning through. At the end of 200, Bopping Blue goes to the lead from Magnalee. Golden Fighter over on the inside of Rupert's Empire. 3 deep outside of those. Capital Flight early. Then Men's Club, 1.5 to Triple J. Katona, Thomas Magnum. And last of all is Madam Kisses. And so in this order, 550 left to go. Bopping Blue will bring them for home, 1.5 to the good of Magnalee. Down on the inside, the Geraldton Galloper, Golden Fighter getting a great run into the turn. Capital Flight's been wide throughout. Rupert's Empire heads the remainder, including Thomas Magnum. Bopping Blue by the 200, 1.5 to Capital Flight. Magnalee, Rupert's Empire is starting to join in. Magnalee got a split, went out after Capital Flight. Rupert's Empire is a desperately close go. The heads are bobbing up and down everywhere. Not sure Rupert's Empire on the outside of Capital Flight. Magnalee in an absolute thriller. It's a 3-way go. Behind them, Thomas Magnum and Golden Fighter. Madam Kisses, Triple J, Bopping Blue weakening, followed further back by Katona, and last is Men's Club. So who gets the bob? It's desperately close. Bopping Blue. Capital Flight the middle after a torrid run. Magnalee the rail. Heads were up and down here like a Macedonian wedding. And number 8 has got it. Rupert's Empire, Jordan Turner. 8, Rupert's Empire beats 1, Capital Flight, Luke Campbell. 7, Magnalee, Paul Harvey. And 5, Thomas Magnum weighs in 4th. The interim numbers are 8, 1, 7, 5. It's 8, 1, 7 and 5 here after the Petaluma handicap in a thriller. A nose and a short half head in 58.27. Well, he saved Rupert's Empire up for the absolute last dip at them as Bopping Blue had them running. Magnalee was toughing it out. Capital Flight was doing it even tougher after being wide without cover. And then on its outside, Rupert's Empire started to launch. Capital Flight finding there, and they nearly pulled off some very good bets, but it's Rupert's Empire that wins it by a whisker, home in 34.02. A winning Rupert gelding from Dalkeith, prepared by Simon Miller and Jordan Turner in the saddle. Over a very brave Capital Flight, a City Place Flying Affair gelding, trained by Corrine Maynard, ridden by Luke Campbell, and Magnalee third in by Magnus out of Hussey 5-0. Paul Harvey for the David Harrison stable. Triple J got right back there in the field and made no impact on them whatsoever. But boy, oh boy, what a close finish. We've seen a couple of these this afternoon, and there is a nose margin in the favour of Rupert's Empire. They did have a good go at Capital Flight, but luck deserted them in transit, and it was awfully brave in going down by such a skinny margin. Well, this brings us to the Drummond Golf WA Oaks, over 2,400 for the fillies at Group 3 level, and there'll be 10 of them lining up. Going 1, 5, 2 and 4, sticking with Own the Queen. Think that Canellan's legacy, if she's ridden like the best stayer in the race, maybe on her pedigree, she can really come forward and test out Own the Queen. 2-star rating for Miss Sky High. Simon Miller is down in the yard. Next week, of course, Roma Cup Day. He'll have his super filly in Amelia's Jewel back in action. But he'll take this, and there was only that much in it as we go downstairs to Lockie Taylor.
Thanks, Darren. Now catching up with Simon Miller. Rupert's Empire, Si. He's been a little bit slow to the uptake, but is he starting finally to put it all together? Today's win, to the eye, looks impressive.
Yeah, he's getting better, Lockie. Probably maturity's helped, but he's always had the capacity to win on Saturdays, but he lacked the probably intelligence to do so. Revs a bit high and did a few things wrong. It's funny how like sliding doors moments, like Geordie's just doing a bit of work for us lately, and he won on a slow one of ours and gave it a really good ride. And I said, one day I'll find you the right one. And it was uncanny. He rode this in track work, and he's a bit of a difficult ride, and he just gelled with the horse, and I thought, well, if the opportunity comes up, you know, I'll throw you on. And Chris jumped off, and I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity. You know, you can jump on. So it's probably good for Geordie. You know, just get his confidence up in our stable as well. But it's good for the owners too, because they've probably dusted a bit of money on the punt when I've declared it a few times, and and he's got rolled. So it's an emotional roller coaster, this, but they got $1 out of him last start, and they got $1 out of him today, so that may square up the first time I tipped it to him.
Speaking of Geordie and the ride itself today, the speed was on, and it looks like that's the way to ride him, just in behind a hot tempo, and he really has a nice turn of foot at the back end of his races.
Yeah, I think more so it's the horse now that can settle back and finish off. Previously, it was a bit of a jump and run as well, and he was, you know, if he drew wide, you're in a lot of trouble with him because he couldn't figure it out. And he drew wide last start, and Chris gave him a really good ride, and he just he did everything right. And I was like, well, maybe this is the making of him.
Well done here. I like the handbag.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just Easter is what we do. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So the McCrosties gave it to my little one for Easter, and I just thought, well, I don't want to lose it, so I thought I'd just wear it.
One more before I let you go. Good Friday racing. You're the biggest advocate. How was yesterday?
Yeah, really good. It was crazy. Like, you got 1,400 kids through, and it was chaos. So next year, if they just double the face painting, the bouncy castles, and just ram it up again, because they doubled the numbers from the previous year. So it's just fun, isn't it? And I think these are the new generation. If you don't get the kids excited about coming here, then you lose them along the way. So yeah, hats off to them.
Sounds like a plan to me. Well done here.
Thanks, Lockie. Maybe I just had the same IQ with them.
Yes, you're probably right there, Simon. There's Simon Miller. Here's Geordie Turner.
Geordie Turner's given this horse an absolute peach. Geordie, good reward for effort too, by the sounds.
Yeah, Simon's been throwing me a bone, so no, it was nice to reward him, and I appreciate it.
Like, you got a lovely run in behind a good genuine speed over the 1,000.
Yeah, they went at a nice clip, sort of jumped a little bit slow, but then mustered well and travelled into the straight nice and done the rest.
It certainly took a long time to pick them up, but it's good to see him put his head down at the right time.
Yeah, we just got there, but look, he's in a bit of form now, so good on him.
He's in form, you're in form, and Star Rating's in form to give you a chance of give yourself a chance in the Oaks today. Yeah,
I don't see why not. The horse is obviously racing pretty consistent, and we've drawn a bit of an awkward gate, so we'll just have to ride him for the best we can.
Best of luck, mate. Well done.
Cool, thanks.
There's Geordie Turner continuing his good form in the saddle. This time it's with the Simon Miller camp and Ruperts Empire to take out race number 7 here at Ascot.
Give me one.